All right. So, let's fully establish what our team is going to look like here. I do have some prospects that I could bring in, but I'm not worried about it. And again, I am no longer allowed to negotiate with one Philip Thomasino, which isn't great. So, goalies. Askarov is also, again, still going to be out. Oh my God, Bjarnason went to medium starter as well. Hasn't even played an NHL game yet, and he's a starting caliber goalie. All right. I was hoping we'd get at least one season of him as a backup. That did not happen. So Bjarnason and Askarov both need to go. Right as I learned your name. Colorado's still in for... Oh my God, I'm only going to get like a 5th round pick for him too. Skarov, what's the market? It's just Colorado. Jesus Christ. Oh, now it's Bear in a 5th or Shea in a 2nd. Obviously, taking Brady Shea for a 2nd wouldn't be that bad. What's the Brady Shea situation right now? 3rd pair lefty. I mean, only getting a 2nd for Askarov's not great, but at the same time, because of you guys, he lost all of his goddamn abilities anyway. What's the market on Phil Thomasino? Arizona has expressed interest for Artem Lashunov and Maselli. Matias Michelli, who is only a 3rd liner. He is 24. Lashunov, 19, minor league top 4. We do know he's going to have a decent potential, though. I think it does start at the medium 4. That's not too bad for Thomasino. Roster player and a prospect. Not that I want to get rid of Phil at all, but again, I'm not allowed to negotiate with him anymore. So that is the problem. If we pair him and Askarov together, what about Bjarnason? No. Okay. What if I put like a 2nd round pick? No. And again, we do still have to get rid of some picks. Wow. Thomasino in 3/7, and Arizona adds a 2nd. That's a little bit more enticing. The question is, should we be a little bit more patient? That is a pretty enticing deal. We're going to have to think about that. We'd have 2 2nd round picks this year. Okay. I want to go see what the rest of our team looks like really quickly, but there is a decent chance of me accepting that trade. We did give up a 2nd for Pinto, yes. Who's the backup? Probably some random free agent. Defensively. As Nighthawk puts in the Bennington. So a player would reject demotion. So basically the first player that I'd look to send down. Give me a second here. I got to do the math on this anyway. So basically someone's going to end up being the healthy scratch that I wasn't necessarily looking to be the healthy scratch. So 3rd pair. Struble. We need somebody on the right. We don't have space for Willsby. Olsen. Struble's good enough. So honestly, Willsby would have been sent down. He'll stay. Rejecting that demotion. Olsen is going down, though. There's a chance Lozon ends up being our right D because of that set of points from Nighthawk, with Willsby not going down. Honestly, you might have just screwed Luke Prokop out of his NHL debut. So, I hope you're proud of yourself. Yeah, Lozon might end up being our right D, with Willsby as the healthy scratch. Okay. Forward-wise, that's on Eisman's job so far. Not great. From an outside perspective, not great. At least if I was... Oh, good. Kondolik's a minor league scorer making $2 million. That's right. We ended up trading more, not Wood. Still. So, just a look here. For the forward core this season, it's probably Evangelista on the top line. Then probably Palmieri, Olesen, and it looks like Joakim Kamel has made the team. Left wing wise, it's a little bit weak. We got Reed Schaefer and Zach LaRue. Who need guaranteed spots. So then down the middle, obviously we could run Macklin on the left. So probably run Macklin on the left. Pinto also on the top line. Probably run Ryan O'Reilly at center. And then Svechkov and Afanasayev get their spots. Meaning we need a second line left wing. Not quite sure who that's going to be at the moment. Probably a random free agent to bump up Zach LaRue. But yeah, Pinto, O'Reilly, Svechkov, Afanasayev will likely be the centers because Pinto is obviously going to be better than how he looks right now. The big issue is if we had Phil Thomasino, that's it. Phil Thomasino is the missing piece. So thanks for that, Crash Andrews. Because with Phil Thomasino, we play Kyle Palmieri as a left wing. Thomasino's a right wing on the top line with Macklin and Pinto. So we have a Philip Thomasino sized gap in our lineup right now. Which is a little bit rough. Given that Adam Wilsby is refusing to be sent down, I'm going to trade him. What choice do I have? He's just going to be clogging up the roster. I pretty much have to get rid of him. The problem is most of these picks are for this year. And I'm going to have too many goddamn picks to begin with. Honestly, I got to see if I can pair him with some draft picks. Because we have too many as it is. 2 fifths, a sixth, and Wilsby for Mintyukov in a fifth. That's not too bad. Papa Mintyukov. There's the Maselli deal. All right, pairing with draft picks seems to be working pretty well. Second round pick from Boston. I'd have to take on some dude named Larkin. 2027 second rounder as well for the Bruins. Rupe Vestarinen's available. Wow. God, did we take an already established prospect, or did we take the second round pick? All of that straight up for Sandin Pellikka. I'm surprised this has as much value as it does. Freaking Sam Dickinson in the 6th. Henry Muse in the 7th. Could get more back from St. Louis. I won't, but... honestly, that 2nd round pick from Boston next year, because some of my other trades are probably going to bring in other deals. Like, the thought is, do you take someone like Mintyukov, who is a former 1st round pick, or do you take the 2nd round pick and hopefully you get a steal of a 2nd round pick? Because that does happen every year. Do you take the guarantee, or do you risk it and hope that you can get somebody better with that 2nd rounder? I mean, Mintyukov's not bad. What side does he play? Cap Friendly says he is a lefty, which is probably what he's set to. The lead, I am not allowed to change any of. We're not doing the Maselli option because there is a chance he's a part of a bigger deal with Arizona than this one. We're not going to get more back. Hellenius is a right-wing prospect. Muse in a 7th. Dickinson in a 6th. Yeah, Cody, go ahead. We'll have to figure out what our thing is. Ooh, Frondell? I don't know how good he is, but he is already signed. This is a tough one. Because you pretty much know prospects straight up have good trade value. Like, if it's literally just that one guy, their trade value is looking pretty good. So rather than even taking back like a 5th rounder, it'd be like Callum Ritchie from Boston, Sandin Pellikka. I've used Sandin Pellikka in quite a few franchises this year. Honestly, I'm intrigued in that Boston deal. I haven't really used Callum Ritchie at all this year. We'd get rid of some draft picks, which we're going to need to because we're going to have more coming in. We don't know much about Ritchie, but honestly, I think I'm going to take it. I mean, it's a pretty damn good deal for us. That is a pretty good deal. We're going to take that. No one's used anything. I had to check the feed. We'll take Callum Ritchie. I don't know why it's saying I acquired Willsby. He was an RFA. But any tips for growing my Twitch? No, because it's all pure goddamn luck. So good luck. All right. So that's one deal done. That's not going to be our only deal either, I'm sure. We also have a buttload of cap space. So again, we still got the Bjarnason trade, the Askarov trade. Any tips for growing my beard? Do I look like I can help you in that department, man? All right. It's the easiest way. Stream and stream a lot. There's something you have a lot of fun with. There's something you're very good with. Good at. And be prepared to stream for literally nobody for a while, because that's how it goes for most people. Oh, Nighthawk because of EA. God, do I trade Thomasino? Or do I hope that he signs? I'm literally not allowed to talk to him right now, which is awful. Again, we know we could get Lashunov, Maselli in a second from the Coyotes for Thomasino. Milsey, I've implored you. I've implored you for a while now. I have. And here's the thing. Maybe I will help you. Maybe I won't. Who's to say? Anyway, going to ban you or something. I don't give a shit. Anyway, I got to focus on this Thomasino thing. Because I really don't want to get rid of this guy, but there is a very, very good chance that there's a really good chance that he won't sign with us at all. Like, it feels so rare that someone will accept a qualifying offer before December 1st at this rate. He is the type of guy that's going to sit out all year. He had, what, 1 year left? 2 of RFA status? I don't think we can get fair return on him, but man, I might have to cash out. I just might have to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if we use the 7s with him, it won't be bad. I think I got to do it. I think Crash Andrews has boxed me into the corner of probably taking this deal with the Coyotes.
I'm just trying to walk through this fucking
of Phil Thomasino and 3 7s. And Millsy, thank you for the fall. I am a Bruins fan. Artem Lashunov, Matthias Maselli, and a second-round pick from the Coyotes. It's not necessarily as much as I'd want to get back for Thomasino. But again, he will sit out the entire year. And then we'll get 1 year of him left on RFA status, and then he's going to UFA. Is it worth having him sit out for an entire season again? Or is it worth getting Maselli in there, and then we get Lashunov in a second? Lashunov's a decent defensive prospect. And it is true, Thomasino's morale could plummet. And he might not ever have this trade value that he has right now again. This could be my only shot at this deal. Fuck. It's not as much back as I'd want, but fuck. I gotta think about it more, man. That's a huge trade. It really is, and it's one I don't want to make, but it's one I feel like I have to. Is there anything I can do with Bjarnason to try and maximize this value? Yayev's not looking that bad. Svechkov's not looking that bad. Even if I were to pair you with, like, O'Neill, still just like Brady Shea. Yeah, we're not going to get much for Carson, unfortunately. That's just not... It's just not going to happen. Yeah, that's just not going to happen. All right, we've been boxed into a bit of a corner, but we'll do what we got to do. So Carson's got to go. We'll pair him with somebody else in a minute. We know Maskarov has to go. I don't know if I can pair these two together. Thomasino and Maskarov doesn't work. Saros is untradeable for 5 seasons. He's our guy. We're going to do it. I don't feel good about it, but we're going to do it. I wanted Phil Thomasino to be a part of the core, but Crash Andrews found a way to fucking box me in. Maselli will be that left wing on the second or third line. And it'll be Thomasino and 3 7s to the Arizona Coyotes for a second-round pick, Matthias Maselli and Artem Lashunov, a defensive prospect. That's a done deal. Fuck. Crash Andrews, you jerk. Box me into a deal I didn't want to make. 4, 5, 6. Now we have 6 picks, which still isn't that bad. And we got the 2 goalies to deal. So Bjarnason, whatever the hell. Again, could I pair you with O'Neill for anything of interest? Brady Shea in a third. I mean, another third wouldn't be too bad. But we need a right defenseman, in which Shea and Grzelcyk are not right defensemen. I think we just have to deal Bjarnason for nothing. I feel like we're just not going to be able to make anything happen here. And at that point, Ethan Bear was a right defenseman, right? Ethan Bear was a righty. I think I have to make this deal with Colorado and get Ethan Bear back. I mean, there's just nothing else. There's just nothing else that's working for me, man. It's just not. I can't pair them together either. Is there anything I can do to make this trade a little bit better? Scaroff and O'Neill, who's a prospect who will never make it, for Ethan Bear in a second. That is just a brutal return. It's so bad. It's so bad. Well, what choice do I have? We might as well keep O'Neill for a later trade. Already had to get rid of Phil Thomasino. And we're in a bad spot. Yeah, I mean, a second round pick, so it's basically Ethan Bear. All right. It's Askarov for Ethan Bear and a fifth. Jesus. Can we take the hit and keep Askarov? We can't. At least we can't play him. But I have to play people within the role, and if I can't, they gotta go. Like, he's gotta go. So the goalie's developing when they did. This hasn't happened. Frozen, very rule heavy. Hence why this trade's actually being considered. Jesus. I gotta move him, man. I'm gonna wait, though. Unlike with Thomasino. Well, then again, even... No, he's gotta go. He's gotta go. I can get Bear in a second or just Bear in a fifth. This trade didn't work out very well for us, but it's done. Hello? Or is it not done? I feel like I got canceled. Yeah, EA indeed said no. Interesting. Why the hell did that not go through? That's really weird. We have 4 goalies signed still. I might not be able to move them then. I may have broken the game. I'm very good at doing that. Let me go through this screen. Colorado's apparently rejecting. Yeah, Bear has a no trade clause, right? All right, so I'm screwed. That's what I've learned. We'll give the Winnipeg Jets Bjarnason for a fifth, just because Bjarnason has to go. So Carson's gone. I hate it. That's the point. We're supposed to have some painful moments in a series like this. We do still have to try to find a way to get rid of Askarov here. Just pull the Band-Aid off and let him go. It's gotta happen. Whoops. Trade straight up. I mean, hey, these trades aren't feeling too good to me either. Yeah, it's just flat out refusing to do that deal. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know what the hell is going on. That's really weird. And I can't pick up Brady Shea without trading someone like Struble, who I'll probably get in trouble for moving immediately, or Mason Lohrei. Oh, boy. All right, I'm going to wait a minute. But yeah, this is painful. This is painful. Yeah, I already got in trouble for trading people that I wasn't supposed to trade so fast. Clifford Forrest accepts a deal as a coach. Let's try again. It just won't go through. All right. Well, we'll try to trade him in a little bit. For now, he stays as an RFA. I do need to go to the free agent list. I need to find a backup goaltender. It's not going to be very pretty. And really, we need 2 goalies here. I mean, Martin Jones is out there. Remy Poirier is out there, as is Levi Merilainen. 2 23-year-old goaltenders. Also, Nick Malek is also out there. Korhonen is out there at 22. We do want to look for maybe people that we can develop here. I can't guarantee potentials. We're going to go for Thomas Milic. It's going to be his ELC, interestingly enough. And we are going to go for Korhonen, the youngest guys with the highest overalls. Both of them on ELCs to help fill out the rosters. And honestly, I'm not too worried about having a super high-rated backup goalie because there really wasn't anybody amazing there. Hugo was in contention for AHL Goalie of the Year for most of last season, so I really don't hate it. And again, AHL-wise, I don't have to worry about them being within their role, but that works out. 3 young goalies in the AHL. Defensively, we are going to send down Lashunov. Left side is good. We do need a right side defenseman who's not Lozon. If there's no better free agent, it's going to be Luke Prokop. Is there anybody out there for the right D side? Needs to specifically be a right defenseman. Hunter Skinner is the best option that there would be. We'll give him a shot. Sign him to a 1-year deal. Hunter Skinner. We'll give you an opportunity. If you will accept. There we go. Then we got to sort out the forwards. Let's go ahead. Call up Hunter Skinner. AHL defense is going to be pretty stacked, which is good. And then for the forwards, of course, Maselli is here. We really lack left side prospects. Callum Ritchie can be sent down. And we got him in a pretty one-sided trade with the Bruins. But, I mean, they did get a defenseman for a prospect who's not quite ready yet. So, I mean, we'll take it. So it's going to be a top line of Macklin, Pinto, and Evangelista. Evangelista would have been on the second line if we could have kept Phil. Honestly, probably Maselli, O'Reilly, Palmieri, LaRue, Svechkov, Olesen, Schaefer, Afanasayev, Kamel. That is decent. Obviously, we got a couple of players. We don't yet know their full overall at this stage. But that is decent. And then Yossi and Gostis Bear, Lorray Thompson. We'll split them up. Hopefully, we can find a coach where that's a better fit. And then Struble and Hunter Skinner. Not who I would have thought would have been our third pair. Then Saros and Alderfelt in goal. We do need a healthy scratch of a forward. Could be Jasper Weatherby. But I am going to need a cap whale too because we have $23 million in cap space. So even if it is Mr. Weatherby, it's 10. We need a couple of forwards. Defensively, we're okay. But yeah, we need a couple of AHL depth forwards. So one more look at who's out there. Make sure our roster's set, and we still have someone on that main team that's going to be getting an X Factor. That was cashed in a little bit ago. All right, so we want depth forwards. Bach is perfect as a dual position player, and we're going to pay him a good amount of money. Again, we need a cap whale here to get us comfortably over the floor. We'll still have all the money in the world to negotiate. Probably should have gone the other way because I'm thinking this is going to be about $10 million. which is definitely pricey, but hey, it is what it is. So congratulations to Oscar. Honestly, we'll bring back Walker Duehr. We'll bring back Cody Glass, because that might help out morale with the team. And then I do want to see if there's anybody else minor league scoring forward who might still have some potential. It's not looking good. Yeah, it's not looking good. Well, we could bring Rem Pitlick back to Nashville. You got Josh Anderson, Armia. Patrick, take it easy, buddy. I left for a bit. Did we trade Askarov and Thomasino? We did, and we didn't get as much back for them as I would have liked. Let's go for old Josh. That's not going to be Josh Anderson. It's going to be Joey, isn't it? I noticed the age. We'll go for Rem Pitlick. Yeah, Crash put the nail in Thomasino's coffin by saying that I couldn't negotiate with him. So it was either trade him or have him sit out the entire season, more than likely. Not great, regardless of what we would have had to have done. All right. Let's see. So that is good. AHL, we can go best Lions. There's Alexander and Korhonen. Defense is going to be looking pretty good. Good with that. And then forward-wise, there's nobody who absolutely has to be in the lineup. So honestly, the AHL is looking pretty good too. It's a good mix of prospects and people who might actually develop. But with that, it's time to find out the one positive of this run. I mean, we lost to Askarov, Bjarnason, Phil Thomasino. But somebody is about to have something good happen to them. Mr. B Major. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? So again, we have the 12 forwards, 18 players, 19 and 20, including the goaltenders in the starting lineup. Whoever this lands on, and actually, you know what? In fairness, we'll make it more dramatic and put names on a wheel instead. Let's make it a little bit more dramatic instead of the numbers. And it gives people one more. Major counted as RFAs, and we ended up with Shane Pinto as a result. So Shane Pinto represents your handiwork here. Yeah, I don't totally hate where this team is at right now. They could end up being hot garbage. They could end up sneaking into the playoffs, I think, with the makeup of this roster. Really no in between. One of these players will get an upgrade. We don't know if it'll be a gold or a silver, but because of that positive point usage, someone's getting an X Factor. Who is it going to be? A member of our starting roster? And the answer is Matthias Maselli, who we just acquired in the Thomasino trade. That's not that bad, actually. That makes that Thomasino trade look a little bit better. That's not bad. Maybe could be the difference maker in him becoming a phenomenal player. So, we go to flip a coin. Heads is gold. Tails is silver. Let's do it. It's a gold. It's a gold X Factor for Maselli. The coin toss was kind. There are 42 X Factors. Which one is he getting? Number 23. Number 23. So obviously 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 21, 22. Ah, it's quick draw. Ah, it's, oh God, no. Oh, fucking winger gets gold quick draw. Fuck. He and LaRue as wingers have both drawn quick draw. Oh, that sucks. It will add to his trade value, and he's on an expiring contract. So if there is one benefit, we're going to trade him at the deadline now. If there is one benefit, he will be moved at the deadline. But yeah, that's a little bit painful. And if there is another positive, likely it will help line chemistry as well once we optimize our coaches, which we still have to do. But yeah, no, that randomizer didn't really help us there. LaRue is dual winger instead of center, unfortunately. Okay, so we do have to find who our head coach is going to be for this season. 54, scheme fit for Noonan. Harold is a 58. Daniel is a 51. So 58 for Harold. Strong is a 50. Devereaux is a 65. Hello, Mr. Devereaux. Devereaux's our guy. All right, Mr. Devereaux. Honestly, coaches look pretty good like that. I do need goalie coaches. Yeah, Devereaux's going to be our guy. Let's hope we can land a half-decent goalie coach here, or two. We got Lucy Ebbett. And again, chat elected to fire Ryan O'Reilly the day after he was hired, which helps me, because if you used it now, after I got a full coaching staff, I would have been a member down. But, and again, only 16 scouts this year, so our scouting department takes a pretty big hit. Lucy Ebbett has signed. Jade Ezra has signed. Let's hope Lucy's better than Ezra. Who did I say instead of Suter? I don't know. You knew what I meant. Anyway, this is the line chem. It's not bad. I mean, at least there's no negatives on the forward front. There is a -1 on the defensive front. I'm willing to roll with that because I really don't want Ghost and Yossi next to one another. We could probably optimize. Tree boxes in the sky utilizes fire random scout. All right, well, that's good. Let's just go ahead and get rid of another scout, why don't we? We'll be down to 15, as it turns out. 1 through 16. Number 3. Which, when we optimize this by region, we have been going off of region as opposed to rating, I just realized. I said O'Reilly. There's all the Ryans. Our NHL Metro Scout Perot. Laurent Perot is gone. Stubbs! Appreciate the raid. Welcome in. How the heck are you? I hope you're good. I'll probably go best lines really quickly and then reset the lines. But yeah, this is our team to at least start this season. Some pretty drastic changes. I mean, especially in goal and the loss is Stubbs with 6 months. Thank you very much for that, sir. I don't like that Thomasino's gone, but I'm intrigued at what this team can do.